Jana, I'm Sierra Harris. I'm a
Hi.
licensed professional counselor and I'll be doing our meeting today.
Okay.
You want to have a seat?
I love your office.
Thank
Looks
you.
cozy.
I try to keep it nice and pleasant for everybody.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful day outside today,
Gorgeous.
isn't it?
And I love
Finally.
your windows.
Oh, thank you. I love the sunlight. It's really helps keep you happy, you know.
Mhm.
So, just want to go over a couple little things before we get into the nitty gritty of our conversation today. Confidentiality and privacy. Number one thing, I just want to let you know that anything we discuss here today is just going to be between you and I.
Mhm.
There's a couple limitations to that though. If you tell me at all during the session that you want to hurt yourself or
Goodness.
hurt somebody else, or if there's any abuse to elderly or to children, I would have to report those things to the authorities. You understand that?
Of course.
Do you have any questions before we get started?
No.
No?
Regarding that stuff, no.
Okay, great.
Mm-mm.
So tell me what brings you to therapy today?
Well, I need some help
Okay.
because I feel at my wit's end right now, and that would be the only thing that would bring me in here because I feel like I have it all together. Otherwise, in my life, I have a good career. I'm married, I have children. Life is good. Of course, we're in the middle of this terrible, virus that's going around, and just the devastation and everything. But the other thing is that the main reason I'm here is because it's keeping me in.
Okay.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing by staying home. I'm a non-essential because I'm a chef.
Okay.
And so, therefore, I'm home because the restaurant business is closed down at the moment. So, the main thing is I have my husband of 25 years. His name is Paul, and he just, I think, could drive me to drink at this point. And that's why I'm here, because it's a thing where he's just very controlling, and I saw that at times in the marriage, but not so much now. And it probably has to do with, we're spending so much time together because he works at home too, doing what he does.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You're telling me that you're home from work because of the virus, and that's enough stress as it is, but on top of it, your husband is home with you and you're kind of butting heads a little bit?
A little bit. It's a lot.
Okay. Tell me, what way are you guys kind of butting heads, like arguing?
He wants to control me as a person. He wants to impose different things that he wants me to do during this time, as opposed to paying attention to what he's got to do for himself. Our kids are grown. It's like I've got time on my hands here. I'm a writer. I'm writing memoirs about my life and different things like that. And he just wants to kind of say, this is what I need you to do, and this is, when, and all that. And it's just like,
Right. Yeah. I
you
think
know?
In what way, have you guys talked about this and he's not really receptive of your time and what you want to do, even though you both are home now?
We've talked about it, and for a moment he'll leave me alone and go to do what he's got to do, and then he'll come back and be like, okay, what have you got done? And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I've got a pace that I'm doing things, I'm writing things, I've got all kinds of things written down, and
You kind of want to be able to still have life the way it was before, just at home now, and you guys are just kind of bumping heads because you're both home together all of the time.
Yeah.
Whereas you were going out for work and then come back and it will be okay at that point,
yeah,
right?
yep, and it's extreme. It's extreme because we're in week 4 now of this, being quarantined at home, and it's just different because you're used to having your own things that you do.
Absolutely.
And
I know it's been hard for all of us.
I have a girlfriend that's trying to tell me, well, you might want to look at the whole God thing in your life, and I'm like, I don't think so. I'm not there.
Are you not a very spiritual person?
I don't know. I've gone to church and things like that, but I don't get much out of it. I do like to sing, and I enjoy that. But yeah, I don't really get too much out of it. But you know, my friends try to say, you know, different friends that have kind of went that way, you know, try to say, you know, we're praying for you and whatnot, or they just, at times they leave me alone and, you know, let me do my thing. But I don't fault them, you know, for where their lives are. Do you know what I mean right now? But I don't know. They seem calm. They seem calm. They seem at peace, you know. But I don't know.
Do you think that calming thing is kind of like an enticing thing to you because you feel so overwhelmed in your life that maybe checking it out, what they have to say, would be more calming to you?
You know, maybe this is the tipping point. I don't know.
Right. How about your husband?
I don't know.
Is he a person of faith?
Somewhat. I see a little things here and there, but
do you think
not
that
really
would be
that
something
it would
that
be
could bring you guys together, a base of spirituality?
It's something that kind of crossed my mind, especially when you've got a lot of time to think.
Right.
Now, you know, you got a lot of time to think, and you know, I know that my friends have, a lot of them actually have gone that way, and I'm like, what is the lure, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, they try to tell me, but I can't hear it. I don't know what it is, you know? I don't know what it is. So I don't know. So I've been in tears. I need help. But I don't know where to turn.
Well, that's why you're here today.
Yeah.
You know, just to kind of talk things out and kind of hear
Dumping.
say it out loud, and you kind of can reevaluate it in your own life a little bit.
Yeah.
I heard you mention something about getting driven to drink. Have you had a drinking problem in the past?
Yes, but it wasn't like alcoholic, like, you know what I mean? It was just like social. I really enjoy drinking at weddings and concerts and different things like that.
Now that all of that's
you know,
done, kind of at a halt right now, you feel kind of restless in that.
Yeah. I just want to have a nice calm drink at dinner or something, like a glass of wine or something like that. Absolutely. You know, not that I want to go to the bottle and let that be my escape kind of thing. You know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Right. Or pills or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, because in my past there was drugs. I mean, I have to be straight. You know, there definitely was some drugs there, and that was an escape at the time.
But you're not scared that anything like that will kind of come back up again for you right now?
I've heard about like you're not talking about like a trip or anything like that where you could have a trip,
I'm
you know,
like a relapse or something.
Because I've heard about that, like with different
stress,
drugs, you know.
All the stress and anxiety right now, you're not concerned about a relapse, are you?
I'm wondering, do I need something like Prozac or something like that? Or do I go the avenue that my friends are trying to push on me?
Right.
You know,
something more spiritual.
Because then if I had that, would I even need that? I don't know.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't know, but I feel beside myself, and that's why I'm here.
Well, it sounds like you're really like thinking about the spiritual part of your friends are talking about.
Yes.
Do you think that that's something that you would maybe want to try and go home and look into today?
I don't even know where to start. I guess I could ask them.
Right. Reach out to to your friend that is encouraging you.
Yeah, I guess I could say, hey, you know, what do you do? Like, what is this? Like, what? Maybe I'm at a point here, you know, where I just feel and all these people dying. Doctor, you know, all these people that are dying, you know, around us, and it's just so sad. I feel like I was given a heart like that, you know, for these people, empathy, people that are losing people, and the people that are getting affected, and of course there's like a fear there. Am I going to get this?
Right.
You know, is my husband going to get this? Are my children going to? You know, we have to follow all the rules now and everything the government, you know, has for us.
I understand. It's definitely really like uncharted times, and we all have a little bit of anxiety about it. I know I do myself. You are definitely not alone there.
Right.
It's definitely
unprecedented.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
I think that your best option right now is to kind of pursue that spiritual journey that you're kind of looking at, even though you're unsure about it. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, why would you say that? Like, is that something that you have in your life, or like that you could relate, or?
I do. I have spirituality, and that definitely helps give me peace and calming in unkind times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if that's, I hear you talking about it a lot. So I just want you, if that's something you really are interested in, what can hurt in pursuing it right now? You have nothing but time.
It's like girlfriends, all of a sudden they turn that way. And not, it wasn't too long ago either. It was before all this, before all the COVID stuff, but just all of a sudden, and they, they try to, talk to me about it. I'm like, oh, guys, I don't know. Like, I'll get there when I get there. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. But I appreciate you kind of highlighting that to me, because maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't know. I just, like, it's a wit's end thing right now, and I just need help. I need help, so at least I'm getting this out. I know that it's important to get things out, not keep them bottled up.
I think we made a lot of really great points here today, Jana. I think spirituality would definitely be something that you should look into, because you've been mentioning it so much. And next time, if you wanted to come back again, we could schedule another appointment, and you can tell me about your journey and whether you've looked into it or not, and how that's helped you, and trying some space out with your husband, and just getting a little bit of communication there would probably help, and letting him know that because you guys are both home together all the time now, you still maybe should have some office hours, some work hours, where you can have some separate time in the house. What do you think of that?
And you understand the DISC personality, testing thing.
Yeah.
He's the D. He's
very
dominant.
Yeah.
I'm more the influential, the I, the quiet type, so I fall on other spectrums there, and it's, it makes it tough. It makes it tough when you got the domination going on. And so that's what exactly brings me here. So I don't know.
I think that you got it. You just need to have some own assertion, right? You just want to feel more assertive in your life, and kind of tell him as the dominant one, like, hey, I'm not just the I, you can be the D too. You just have to have it in yourself a little bit more.
And when I'm at work, I'm that, because I of course I'm managing, being the chef and stuff,
Absolutely. So you just got to bring that home with you now. All right? All right, Jana. It was great talking to you today, and we'll schedule a meeting again for next week, and you'll let me know how things have been going on, all right?
Yes, thank you. I feel like I can breathe.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.